Hello, dear soul. The angels have an urgent message for you today, a message that will change how you see everything. Perhaps you've wondered why this person entered your life. Why did it happen so suddenly, so intensely, as if it was meant to be? Well, it was. Nothing about this connection is random. God placed you in their path for a reason, and today, the angels will reveal the shocking truth. Prepare your heart, because what comes next will open your eyes. This message is meant for you. And if you feel it in your soul, write in the comments, "I claim it now." Let's continue. You and this person did not meet by accident. The timing, the circumstances, the deep emotions that surfaced between you, all of it was part of a greater plan, a divine mission. The moment your paths crossed, something inside both of you awakened. Maybe it was a sudden spark, a feeling you couldn't explain, an unspoken understanding, as if your souls already knew each other. This wasn't a coincidence. It was an alignment. You were placed in their life because they needed you. And whether you realize it or not, you need them too. This person has been on a journey of growth, a journey they didn't even know they were on. And your presence triggered something deep inside them, something they weren't ready to face. Maybe they pulled away. Maybe they resisted. Maybe they acted like they didn't care. But the angels want you to know you changed them, even in silence, even in distance. Your energy awakened something inside them, something powerful, something they can't ignore. This connection was not just about love or attraction. It was about transformation, about awakening, about healing. Because that's what your presence did. It forced them to see parts of themselves they had buried. Their fears, their wounds, their hidden emotions. They weren't ready for this, so they ran. Or they pretended not to feel it. But the angels whisper they do feel it, more than you know. This connection wasn't just about them learning from you. It was also about you learning from them. Souls like yours don't just meet. They are sent by God. Because you are meant to impact each other. To break old patterns. To heal what's been broken. You have both been chosen for this journey. And even if it hasn't been easy, it has always been worth it. The angels reveal that this person is in deep reflection. They are beginning to see the truth. They are realizing that no one has ever made them feel the way you did. That no one has ever reached them the way you did. And now they are questioning everything. They tried to move on. They tried to forget. But nothing feels the same. No one feels the same. Because the connection you share is divine. And divine connections cannot be replaced. You were not just another person in their life. You were the one who woke them up. The one who showed them what real love feels like. And now they are realizing what they lost. Or rather, what they almost lost. The angels are guiding them toward a choice to face what they feel, to embrace this connection instead of running from it, to stop letting fear control them. And the closer they get to this realization, the more they feel drawn to you. They may not say it, they may not show it, but their soul is calling out to you. They feel your energy, they feel your love even from afar, because love like this doesn't fade, it only grows. God placed you in their life to help them see their true self, to show them what love without fear looks like. And they needed this, even if they didn't know it at the time. But here's what the angels want you to know. You needed this too. Because this connection wasn't just about them growing. It was about you growing too. Maybe this journey has tested you, made you question your worth, made you doubt the love you gave. But the angels want you to hear this. You were never too much. You were never wrong to feel what you felt. And most of all, you were never alone in this. Even when they pulled away, even when you felt unheard, the angels were always guiding this connection. Because it was never meant to end. It was meant to transform. And that's what's happening now. This person is going through a major shift. They are seeing things differently. They are feeling things more deeply. And soon, they will have to make a decision. The angels whisper, that decision will change everything. The reunion is closer than you think, but it will only happen when both of you are ready. Ready to see each other clearly, not through fear, not through ego, but through the eyes of the soul. This journey is not just about love. It's about awakening, about stepping into the love that was always meant for you. So the angels ask you now, are you ready? Are you ready to receive what you have given? Are you ready for the love that's been waiting for you? Because the time is near, and the choice is about to be made. Write in the comments, 1111 to claim this message. Trust in the divine plan. Keep your heart open, because what's meant for you will always find you. And this love was always meant for you, even when it didn't seem like it, even when you felt forgotten, even when you doubted if they ever truly cared. The angels assure you they did. They do. And now they are realizing it more than ever. This love has been written in the stars, guided by forces far beyond what the eye can see. Every step of this journey, every challenge, every moment of silence, everything has been leading to this point. Every tear, every trial, every unanswered question, each one has played a role in shaping the journey that has brought you here, to a moment where everything will become clear, where all the pain, all the waiting, all the uncertainty will finally make sense. It has not been an easy path. The road was winding, sometimes feeling endless, as if you were lost in the vastness of time itself. There were nights when the weight of loneliness pressed down so heavily that you wondered if the universe had forgotten you. Days when the silence was deafening, when hope felt like a distant memory, and you questioned whether the love you longed for would ever find its way to you. Yet, even in those moments of despair, the stars never ceased their shining. The universe never stopped conspiring in your favor. Every twist, every turn, every detour was purposeful. Every heartbreak was not a loss, but a lesson, preparing your soul for what was always meant to be. You see, love of this magnitude does not arrive by accident. It is crafted through lifetimes, woven together by divine hands, shaped by the echoes of 1,000 past experiences. The pain you endured was never meant to break you. It was meant to refine you, to sculpt you into the person who could stand here, in this moment, ready to embrace the love that was destined for you. The waiting was never wasted time, but rather the space needed for you to grow, to learn, to become the version of yourself that could fully receive what was coming. Perhaps you have felt the pull of this connection long before you could name it. A whisper in the wind, a fleeting feeling that someone, somewhere, was waiting for you just as you were waiting for them. You may have encountered glimpses of them in dreams, felt their energy lingering in moments of solitude, or recognized their essence in places you had never been before. This is because souls bound by fate are never truly apart. They are connected through an unseen thread, a tether that defies time, distance, and logic. And no matter how far they wander, no matter how many lifetimes pass, they will always find their way back to one another. Now, as you stand on the threshold of revelation, the pieces of the puzzle begin to align. The doubts that once clouded your heart begin to dissolve. You start to see that every setback was a setup for something greater. That every unanswered prayer was, in truth, an answered prayer in disguise. That the things you thought you had lost were only making room for what was truly meant to stay. The universe was not working against you, it was working for you, ensuring that everything arrived in perfect timing. And now, here you are, at the precipice of destiny. You can feel it in your bones, in the steady rhythm of your heart, in the quiet knowing that washes over you like a gentle tide. The love that has been written in the stars is no longer a distant dream, it is here, within reach. It is not something you must chase or force. It is something that has always been making its way towards you. It has traveled across time and space, through lifetimes and lessons, through trials and triumphs, to finally arrive at this sacred intersection where past, present, and future converge. This love is not fleeting. It is not temporary, nor is it fragile. It has been forged in the fires of time, strengthened by the trials you have overcome, and blessed by the hands of destiny. It is the kind of love that poets have tried to capture in words, that artists have attempted to immortalize in paintings, that musicians have poured into melodies, hoping to express even a fraction of its depth. But this love is beyond words, beyond art, beyond anything that can be confined to the limits of human expression. It is a force, a presence, a truth that can only be felt in the deepest chambers of the soul. As you step forward into this moment, allow yourself to surrender. Let go of the fears that whisper of past pains. Release the doubts that tell you love is too fragile to trust. This love was never fragile, it was always inevitable. It was written in the constellations long before you took your first breath, etched into the fabric of time itself. The hands of the universe have guided you here, to this sacred reunion, where all the waiting, all the wondering, all the heartache will finally dissolve into understanding. Take a deep breath and let the weight of the past fall away. The love you have been searching for is not something you need to grasp desperately. It is something that has already been placed in your hands. Trust in its arrival. Trust in the timing. Trust that every tear, every unanswered question, every lonely night was not in vain. You were being prepared for something extraordinary, something rare, something that was always meant to be yours. This is the moment where the stars align. This is the moment where love, true love, reveals itself not as an abstract dream, but as a tangible, undeniable reality. And as you stand in the presence of the love that has traveled across lifetimes to find you, you will know, without a shadow of a doubt, that it was always meant to be. Because the love that was planted between you never stopped growing. It may have been hidden. It may have been unspoken. It may have been tested by time, by distance, by fear, but it was always there, growing, transforming, becoming something even more powerful than before. And now it is ready to be revealed. Something is shifting. Can you feel it? A stirring in your soul, a whisper in your heart. The angels are moving, and your time is now. This moment is not just an accident, and nor is it a coincidence. It is the culmination of everything you have ever longed for, everything you have ever dreamed of, everything you have ever fought to believe in. The universe has conspired to bring you here, aligning each step, each breath, each heartbeat so that you might finally see what was always meant to be. There were moments when you questioned whether love could survive the silence, whether distance could erode the foundation of something once so certain. But true love is not bound by the limitations of this world. It does not wither in the absence of words. It does not falter when the path grows dark. It persists. It deepens. It becomes something even more unbreakable. Love is not simply the laughter shared in the bright moments or the warmth of hands entwined on a summer's day. It is not just the whispered words in the quiet of the night or the promises made under moonlit skies. Love is forged in the fire of trials, in the aching loneliness of longing, in the unwavering belief that no matter the storm, the heart will find its way home. It is a force that defies reason, a power that binds souls beyond time and space. There were days when the silence felt unbearable, when doubt crept in like a slow-moving fog, clouding the certainty of what once was. In those moments, you wondered if love was meant to fade, if the absence of a voice meant the absence of a heart. But love is not so fragile. Love, real love, does not crumble beneath the weight of uncertainty. It does not demand constant reassurance or validation. It simply exists, steadfast and strong, waiting for the moment when the silence will break and the distance will close. Perhaps love is at its most powerful when tested by separation. The heart, when deprived of the familiar, learns to see more clearly. It sharpens its vision, remembers the things that truly matter. Love, when stretched across miles and months, does not weaken. It grows resilient. It is in those stretches of time and space that love proves itself, where the fleeting infatuations wither and the deepest bonds are revealed. There are those who believe that love must always be present to be real, that it must be tended to with daily gestures, words of affirmation, and endless reassurances. But the truest kind of love does not rely on proximity or constant communication. It endures in the quiet, in the absence, in the knowing that even in the void, there is still connection. It is in the waiting, the longing, the hope that never diminishes, where love finds its most sacred form. Consider the trees that stand apart yet share the same sky, their roots stretching deep into the earth, unseen yet intertwined. Consider the stars, vast distances between them, yet forming constellations that have guided travelers for centuries. Love is like this, spanning distances yet remaining whole, unseen yet deeply felt. It is a connection that cannot be measured by time or space, only by the depth of the soul's knowledge. There were nights when you lay awake, tracing the memories of love like constellations in your mind, searching for reassurance in the echoes of laughter, in the lingering warmth of a touch long gone. And yet, love never truly left. It was there, in the steady beat of your heart, in the quiet faith that what was real could not be undone by silence. It is easy to love when love is simple, when it is near and effortless, when it does not ask much of you beyond the joy of companionship. But true love, the kind that withstands time and distance, is something greater. It is a choice, an act of faith, a steadfast belief that no matter the obstacles, no matter the time apart, the connection remains. It is the kind of love that waits patiently, knowing that absence is not the end, but merely another chapter in the story. The world is filled with love stories that bloom in the light of day, but the rarest and most beautiful loves are those that endure the darkness. The kind that does not demand to be seen to be real. The kind that does not falter when tested. The kind that exists in the silent spaces between words, in the quiet understanding between two hearts that refuse to let go. And so you hold on, Not because love is easy, not because the path is without challenge, but because you know deep in the marrow of your being that love is worth the waiting, the believing, the enduring. Because true love does not break. It does not vanish in the silence. It only becomes more unbreakable. And now the time has come for that love to rise from the shadows, to step into the light, to be acknowledged, embraced, and set free. You have felt its presence within you like a quiet ember refusing to be extinguished. Now that ember is igniting into a flame, casting away all doubts, all fears, all the walls that once stood between you. Do you feel it? The energy shifting? The way the air hums with possibility? This is not your imagination. It is the hand of the divine, weaving its magic through your life, urging you forward. There is no need for hesitation, no need for second guessing. You are ready. Everything that once seemed uncertain will now be made clear. Perhaps you have spent years searching for answers. Perhaps you have sought signs in the stars, in whispered prayers, in fleeting dreams. And perhaps, until now, those signs seemed elusive. But they were always there. The universe does not speak in grand proclamations, but in quiet, undeniable truths. And today, at this very moment, the truth is being unveiled. You were always meant to find your way back to this love. No matter how far you wandered, no matter how long it took, every road was always leading here. Every heartbreak, every lesson, every sleepless night, it was all a necessary part of the journey. For it is only through the breaking that we come to understand the depth of what we hold. And it is only through separation that we truly comprehend the magnitude of connection. Close your eyes. Feel the presence that surrounds you. The angels are here, whispering their guidance, their affirmation, their promise. They have walked beside you through every moment of doubt, every night of longing. And now they celebrate with you as the veil is lifted and love is finally allowed to take its rightful place. There is no need for fear. The past is behind you. The wounds have served their purpose, and now they will be healed. What once felt lost is being restored, and what once seemed uncertain is now illuminated with absolute clarity. The love you have carried within you, the love that has endured in silence, is no longer meant to remain hidden. It is time for it to be seen, to be spoken, to be lived. The universe does not make mistakes. The divine does not lead us without purpose. Everything has been orchestrated for this exact moment, and now, all that is left is for you to step forward, to embrace the love that has always been yours, to trust in the greater plan that has been unfolding all along. Can you feel it? The shift? The energy pulling you toward destiny? It is not an illusion. It is not a fleeting hope. It is real. It is divine. And it is yours to claim. Love is calling. The angels are moving. And your time is now. Breathe in this truth. Allow it to fill every corner of your soul. You were never lost, only in the process of being found. You were never forsaken, only in the process of remembering who you have always been. The divine does not abandon its creations. It does not misplace its light bearers. And you, dear soul, are one of them. Everything you have endured has led to this moment. Every joy, every sorrow, every lesson wrapped in the fabric of time has been a preparation. Do not doubt the journey simply because you do not see the entire map. The stars have always been guiding you, whispering the secrets of eternity, reminding you that you belong to something greater. Step forward with faith, for faith is the bridge between the known and the miraculous. It is the path that turns fear into trust, doubt into wisdom, and hesitation into purpose. When you walk with the divine, you do not walk alone. Legions of light walk beside you. Ancestors, angels, unseen forces of love and grace move in harmony with your steps. Every prayer has been heard, every tear has been seen, and every hope has been cradled in the arms of infinity. So why hesitate now? Why doubt when the very air around you vibrates with the promise of your becoming? There is no force more powerful than love, and love has chosen you. Love has always chosen you. The universe has been waiting for you to recognize this, to rise into it, to embrace your divine inheritance. Your past does not define you, but it has shaped you. It has given you the depth to understand, the resilience to endure, and the compassion to uplift. Do not look back with regret, but with reverence. Every shadow you have walked through has only made the light within you shine brighter. Every challenge has been an initiation, a sacred forging of your spirit. And now you stand on the precipice of something extraordinary. Do not fear the unknown, for the unknown is simply undiscovered miracles. Do not fear failure, for failure is but a teacher in disguise. The divine does not set you upon a path to watch you fall. It walks with you, lifts you, and carries you when your feet can no longer bear the weight of your becoming. You are not here by accident. You are here because the cosmos breathed you into existence with intention. You are here because your soul made the choice to embark on this journey, to learn, to grow, to love, to heal, to become a vessel of light. And now all of creation watches as you take your place, as you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Listen to the voice within, the quiet knowing that has whispered to you in the stillness. It has always been there, waiting for you to trust it, waiting for you to believe in the wisdom that flows through you, the intuition that is not separate from the divine, but an extension of it. There is nothing to fear, nothing to resist, only a sacred surrender to the love that has always been yours. A surrender to the destiny that has been calling your name since the beginning of time. The gates are open, the path is clear, and the universe is waiting for you to take your first step. You are ready. You have always been ready. Now rise. You were not sent here unprepared. Within you lies the memory of every lifetime, every lesson, every fragment of divine wisdom you have gathered across the eons. Though the veil of forgetfulness may have dimmed your recollection, your soul knows the truth. It has always been known, and now the time has come for you to remember. Remember who you are beyond the limitations of this world, beyond the name you were given, beyond the roles you have played, beyond the illusions that have clouded your sight. You are a luminous being, forged from the same celestial fire that birthed the stars. The essence of creation moves through you, sings within you, calls you to awaken. Do not shrink from this calling. Do not doubt the power that stirs within your bones. You were not meant to live in the shadows of uncertainty, to cower in the face of your own magnificence. You were made to shine, to illuminate the path for yourself and for others, to be a beacon in a world that has long forgotten the radiance of its own divinity. And so you must step forward, not in fear, but in faith, not in hesitation, but in the certainty that you were always meant for this. The universe does not make mistakes. The forces that align to bring you into existence did so with precision, with clarity, with an unwavering knowing that you were needed here, now, in this moment. You are not alone. Never have you been alone. Even in your darkest nights, when the weight of the world has pressed against your chest and the silence has seemed endless, you have been held, watched over, guided, loved beyond measure by forces that exist beyond what your eyes can see. Close your eyes and feel them now. The ancestors who walked before you, their whispers carried on the wind. The celestial guardians who have walked beside you since the moment of your birth. Their presence like a gentle hand upon your shoulder. The divine itself, flowing through every breath you take, urging you forward, reminding you that you were never abandoned, that you were never lost, that you have only been in the process of finding your way home to yourself. The journey ahead is not without its trials. There will be moments when the road is unclear, when the burdens feel too heavy to bear, when doubt creeps into the corners of your mind. But do not be deceived by the illusions of difficulty. Every challenge is an invitation, every obstacle a doorway, every hardship a teacher sent to reveal to you the strength that already dwells within your spirit. You are more powerful than you have dared to believe. You carry within you the blueprint of the cosmos, the sacred code of creation itself. When you speak, your words have the power to shift realities. When you move, your steps send ripples through the fabric of time. When you love, your heart becomes a vessel for the divine, pouring light into even the darkest of places. So do not hold back. Do not wait for some distant future in which you will finally feel ready. That time is now. The readiness you seek has always been within you. You were born ready. You may have been told that you need to wait, that you need to prepare more, that you need to gather more knowledge, more skills, more validation from the world around you. But hear this now, your preparation did not begin today. It did not begin when you first had the thought that you were meant for something greater. It began long before, in the moments before you entered this world, when your soul agreed to take this journey. Every experience, every trial, every triumph, and every loss has been your training ground. You have already been walking the path, even when you did not realize it. You have already been stepping into your power, even in moments when you felt powerless. And now, the moment is here. You stand at the threshold of your own becoming. Stand tall in your knowledge. Walk boldly in your truth. Let the universe witness your becoming. Let the earth feel the weight of your presence. Let the heavens rejoice in the beauty of your light. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit into spaces too small for your spirit. You were never meant to dim your brilliance for the comfort of those who fear their own illumination. You are vast. You are radiant. You are infinite. This is your moment. This is your time. This is the destiny you have been preparing for across lifetimes. The whispers of the past have led you here. The echoes of your ancestors cheering you forward. The lessons of your soul shaping you into the person you are today. You have spent lifetimes gathering wisdom, strength, and courage. And now, all of it converges into this singular moment where you are called to rise. And so rise. Rise with the knowledge that you are divinely supported. Rise with the certainty that you are deeply loved. Rise with the strength of all that you have ever been and all that you are yet to become. Rise, not in hesitation, but in the full power of your existence. Do not let doubt chain you to the ground when your wings are meant to span the sky. Do not let fear hold you in place when your spirit is calling you to move forward. The only permission you have ever needed is your own. The world is waiting for you. The universe is watching, and you are ready. Now rise. Rise and let your voice be heard. Let your truth be spoken with clarity, with conviction, with the unwavering faith of one who knows their purpose. Your words have power. They carry the energy of creation, the resonance of change. Speak into existence the reality you wish to see. Declare your dreams boldly, for they were planted in your heart with divine intention. You do not have to justify them to anyone. You do not have to seek approval to chase them. They are yours, and they are waiting for you to claim them. Rise and step forward. Step forward into the unknown, into the vast, beautiful landscape of possibility that stretches before you. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, moments when the path is shrouded in mist, but trust in the light within you. That light has always been your guide. That light is your connection to something greater, something infinite. It will not lead you astray. Rise and embrace your power. Your power is not given to you by the world. It is born within you. It is the fire that has kept you moving through the darkest nights. It is the strength that has lifted you when you felt you could not go on. It is the essence of all that you are, and it cannot be diminished by doubt, nor taken by fear. It is yours to wield. Use it with love, with wisdom, with the intention to uplift, to heal, to transform. Rise and be the embodiment of your highest self. You are not here to play small. You are not here to walk in the shadows of others, to merely exist. You are here to live fully and unapologetically. You are here to shine, to inspire, to love, to create. You are here to be a force of good, to bring light where there is darkness, to bring hope where there is despair, to bring wisdom where there is confusion. You are here to remind the world of what is possible. And when you rise, you do not rise alone. With every step you take into your power, you lift others. With every act of courage, you ignite courage in those who watch you. With every moment you stand in your truth, you give others permission to do the same. Your rise is not just for you. It is for the world, for the collective, for the generations that will follow. Your rise creates ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. So do not hesitate. Do not second-guess yourself. The path before you is yours to walk. The dreams within you are yours to fulfill. The power within you is yours to command. And so rise. Rise and know that you are enough. Not one day in the future. Not when you have achieved a certain milestone. Not when you have met the expectations placed upon you. But now, in this moment, exactly as you are. You are enough, and you always have been. Rise and trust that the universe conspires in your favor. Every step you take in faith will be met with unseen forces aligning to support you. Doors will open, paths will be cleared. People will appear at the right time to guide you, to uplift you, to walk beside you. You do not have to see the entire journey to begin. You only have to take the first step. Rise and let love be your foundation. Love for yourself, love for your journey, love for the divine energy that flows through you. Let love guide your actions, your choices, your words. Let love be the force that propels you forward, that fuels your passion, that reminds you of why you are here. Rise and embrace the infinite possibilities that await you. There is nothing too grand, too bold, too magnificent for you to achieve. You are a limitless being, being created from the very fabric of the stars. You carry within you the same creative power that births galaxies. Do not underestimate what you are capable of. Do not settle for less than what your soul desires. The time is now. The calling is clear. The path is before you. Rise.